Well, October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and while we know talking about this topic is tough in general, it's also why it's so vital that we bring more attention to it. And here locally, Franklin County Children's Services is one of many agencies working with others in the community to show victims there is help. So from FCCS today, we have Caseworker Supervisor Lisa Fleischer. We always have from Capital University Law School, Dana Schmersal. So ladies, thank you for being here for talking about this today.
Thank you. Thank you.
Dana, at Capital Law School, I don't know that many of us realize kind of how much you have going on as far as this Family and Law Center even there. So tell us more about what you offer and your relationship with agencies like FCCS.
Yeah, so FCCS has been an incredible partner to the Family and Youth Law Center at Capital University Law School. They have given us tremendous trainers like Lisa. They have offered us with client referrals and just a lot of help and oversight throughout our 20-year history.
And so this model we're going to talk about, called the Safe and Together model, how is this different from past practices? And explain to us what it is.
Okay, so the Safe and Together model is an internationally recognized suite of tools and interventions for child welfare professionals, specifically to help them become more domestic violence informed. And, it operates on 3 principles: keeping the child safe and together with the victim or non-offending parent, as long as that is a safe option.
Okay.
And then 2, partnering with the non-offending parent, having that be the default position for child welfare professionals. This is a deviation from past practice, because in the past it's very frequent for victims to get some of the blame for failing to protect their child. And 3rd, intervening with the perpetrator to reduce the risk and harm to the child. Once again, this is a deviation from current practice because, this is actually addressing the perpetrator, whereas traditionally in child welfare, it's very common to just be focused on the mother, who is usually the victim, and the child. Safe and Together says we need to focus on both parents, and we need to focus on their parenting behaviors and hold violent parents accountable for their actions.
Okay, yeah, it definitely sounds like, something that would work and be more successful, too, in fixing these situations. So, at least I do want to mention, too, it's called Domestic Violence Awareness, also intimate partner, because this is not just husband and wife, right? I mean, this can encompass a lot of different relationships, right?
Correct. What we're focusing on is really the mother and the children, and then if she has another partner in her life, and really I would say the survivor and the children. Okay. So this also works not only with heterosexual relationships but homosexual relationships, and really looking at partnership. And it might not be the biological parent of the child who is actually the perpetrator of abuse or neglect.
Okay. All right. So the agency, as she mentioned too, as Dana just talked about, this Safe and Together model, you guys shifted to this years ago. How has this been beneficial? How have you seen this change and really make an impact?
I think, like Dana said, with the principals, we have been really focusing on skill development. Caseworkers come into our agency and learn all kinds of tools on how to partner with families, and this has just been an amazing way for really, because Franklin County focuses on protecting children by strengthening families.
Sure.
And the model has allowed us to have better skills in engaging with survivors to really learn how they're keeping their children safe, because they do such a tremendous job, along with really partnering and engaging with fathers as batters to say that you are a parent and your decisions are impacting your children, and really looking at how those decisions impact family functioning as well.
There may be a viewer out there, a loved one, maybe somebody they know, a friend that's in this relationship with partner violence happening. What would you say to them right now, as far as, I feel like that the biggest hurdle a lot of times is reaching out, right? So what would you say to them to try and tell them there's help?
See, to recognize that decisions that survivors make might not make sense to you, but they know the perpetrator's patterns. They know best what keeps themselves and their children safe. So being a support, educating yourself on the tactics of power and control, and understanding the dynamics of these relationships will really help create an understanding. And also, for somebody who might be in a relationship right now, some things they could do for their children could be really taking some time we do have great formal services in our community, but they can also take some time to maintain those day-to-day routines. Parenting is tough, and keeping up with those day-to-day tasks are extremely helpful in maintaining the stability and nurturance for the children, along with talking to children about what's actually happening. Getting their perspective and their feelings about things was really helpful in helping them heal from the trauma.
All right. Well, we know there are resources. That is one of the most important parts. So the Family and Youth Law Center there at Capital University, as well as FCCS, always there to help in these situations and get you pointed in the right direction. So ladies, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.